just doing a review on my boat, my tender. So here it is, bag. So, just to give a bit of a size of it, it's a little awkward to carry. I try and chuck it on my shoulder if I can, but with the seats and everything in it, it gets a bit sore on the shoulders. So for long distances, but you can lift it, but it's decent weight. Anyway, just for comparison, here's my paddleboard. Sheer size. The paddleboard. It's just clips. And it's also got the oars and the seat that will wrap up in it, but I find this can bend sometimes, depends on how you're storing it, so I just leave it out. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Just open her up. Wind it. I've just got an electric pump I got from Amazon for about 50 bucks. I'll put the link in the description below if you want. Never done that before, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, makes it a lot easier. This one's just plugged into the cigarette light. I've got a power bank I use. Set the desired pressure, and off you go. You don't want to pump these up too much, or you'll blow them up. They'll wreck them. A paddleboard, about 16 psi. I normally do about 12. If it's a hot day, it'll expand. In the water, it'll contract a little bit, but I find about 12 is good for that. This though, I'll double check, but it's not much. It's not even 1 psi. But just be really careful pumping it up with one of these. You don't want to overdo it, or you'll blow it up completely. And if it's a little bit soft, it's not too bad. It'll still work. That's what the Rover 300 got from Anaconda. Got it for camping, then I bought my van, and I don't really need it as much anymore. Okay, so you notice I didn't pump it all the way up to start off with. So you put this in, you want some shape to it, but not fully inflated, because it's rather hard getting them out when it's fully inflated. And when it's not inflated, there's no shape to it. Also the valves, to let air out, you push it in, but you can push and turn when you want to fold it up, and I had it still turned to start off with. That's why that one went back down again. But yeah, this is basically it. And then, just for contrast, sit up the back, pontoon. As you can see, there's not a lot of room for two people. One person, I sometimes sit on the floor with my legs up on the side there. Just find it's a bit awkward sideways. Or I'll sit up the front here, and I'll put the fish finder up here on the starport, and then I've got another one back here, starport, for it to for the sonar if I'm using that. I don't always, but sometimes. Okay, that's fair. Back of the boat where the motor goes, you'll see these brackets here. They're for the wheels. So I've got these wheels. I got these from Mr. Boat. They're about 130 bucks. I'll put a link in the description as well. They're good because you can take them off, and it sort of makes it a lot easier to stow away. It doesn't use as much space, but they just slide on the bottom, and you can wheel it straight down to the water with your motor on the back. You don't want to overload it, of course. Tight getting out, but they're not too bad, and they'll flip up. So once you're going, flip them back or all the way up. Just check these bolts. I had a trouble with one of them coming off when I first got it, but yeah, no, it's really good. Alright, so safety equipment as a minimum. Got your anchor. Got anchor rope here. So this, I got this from Whitworth. It's probably a bit big for this boat, but I already had this from my old boat. So the anchor rope, it floats. It's got a metal eyelet at the end so it doesn't wear out. and a loop at the other, and this is 50 metres. That's about the smallest you can get, and that's pre-made up. It's only like, I think, $20 or give or take. I'm not too sure, but you want to put it in something so it doesn't damage your boat. So I use this, and I'll lean it back that way. I put other stuff in here. Another option is what I started off with, but so same deal, anchor rope, but I had a grappling hook. Only problem is this one's pretty old, and that's the only one that opens up. The rest don't, and these not very good on sandy bottoms. If it's not too windy, it'll slow you down, maybe stop you. Rocky bottoms, they're good, but depends on where you're going. Most places where I go, like Narrabeen Lake, you definitely want a sand anchor. I tried this before and it didn't even stop me, but it was not working properly. The other things you need is a bowling bucket. It can be a milk container, as long as you've got a rope onto it that attaches to your boat, it doesn't fall over the side. You need a horn or a whistle, so if another boat's about to run you over, you can get their attention. In this one, I've also got, comes with a little flashlight, compass, and a whistle as well. But yeah, close it up so I can store that one. You also need, if you're going at night, is a waterproof torch that floats, which was in there as well. I like this one, it's good, you can see fair way. And this is a light for the back, and it just goes onto my transom, all round white light. It's pretty straightforward, not too complicated. Yeah, except it's not working today. There we go. Anyway, I might have to play around with that. The other thing I like is, this is like a ski tow rope rider. So on the front of the boat, there's eyelets on either side. So you got a rope that ties onto the front, just normally. So when you're at the dock, that works well. But if you're towing it, or I find if I'm on anchor, I like to have this because it just clips on the front. So I'll clip this on before I leave the wharf. And it clips on the front. And then you got this end bit here, so when you throw your anchor over the side, you can adjust whatever length you want, and then it just goes through this hole like that, and then when it's got weight on it, holds it, so you can adjust your length quite easily, and it's easy to remove when you're ready to go again. And that just, okay, so it's got a strap on it, so you strap the seat down, but also I put my boat bag under there, and then I can strap that in, so I can put some of my safety gear in. I'll keep the horn out because I want to hang on to that. If it's night time, I'll keep the light out too. Other stuff can go in there. It's not completely waterproof. It's water resistant, so sitting in the water it's fine, but you don't want to drop it in, as I've found out the hard way. The other thing, use these. Got a couple of different versions of this, but basically it's a waterproof bag. You roll up, lock it, put your phone, your clothes, your lunch, whatever you want in there. And I've got this little one where I keep my car keys and that in. And when I'm going out to my other boat, I'll put the boat keys in here so I can get to it easily. My phone, headphones, and that just folds up like that. Locks in either end. You want at least 3 turns on it before you lock it, and that'll keep it waterproof. And this one, obviously, you can go around your waist. Or when I'm on the paddleboard, I attach it to the seat at the back. Yeah, it keeps everything nice and dry. Right, just a note, life jackets. You need a life jacket out of the water. I like this one when I'm in my little boat. It's already inflated. It's easy to fall in. If you've got 2 people in the boat, you don't have to wear them, but you do have to have them in your boat handy. Personally, I reckon if you've got them, just wear them. It's safer. The other one I've got is this one here. So it's just a jacket. It's a little bit more comfortable, I guess. It's not always up. pull the line, up it goes. So that one there, you can use inshore. So like you can't go out in the ocean in something like this, that's illegal. Again, check your life jacket, what ratings it at and what's appropriate. I find for sailing, something like this, it goes automatically. So if you get knocked over the side and you're unconscious, it'll inflate and you won't die, hopefully. Yeah, but basically, clips together, this screws off, you've got to hold the rope out of the way as you undo it, clips on, does up, and then it clips into that little latch there. It's better when it's blown up a bit more. I haven't blown it all the way up as far as I want it to. Probably a little flat. At night it'd be go like this when it's cold, but yeah, during the day probably a little bit more than that, but you don't want it too tight. Kind of the crinkles come out of it and it's not too bad. Work it out whatever you like to. Everyone's different, but as I said, you don't want to overinflate them because it's not good for them. So the boat itself cost me $1,300. I'll put a link in the description. It was $1,300, 2.5 meters. So Josh, I reckon that extra half meter will be quite comfortable with the 2 seats as well, and definitely sitting in the middle is much nicer. I've got an extension on my motor so I can sit up the front here. I'll show you that when I do the motor. Just remember, like the metal bits on the end of here, when you're in salt water, when you come out, you just give it a hose down. Same with your anchor. I just bury that whole lot in water, rinse it out, or just hose it off when you get home, or whatever works for you. Here's another little 2.5 horsepower, 4-stroke, got from Suzuki Marina. This was $1,440. So the next size up, I think they go up to, jumps up to a 6 after this, I think. This is extension. So when I'm sitting at that front seat, I can reach the throttle still. Yeah. So yeah, I just do that when I'm not using it. You never want to run a motor without water running through it because you'll stuff your water. And the bucket's not quite big enough, so I'll just do this. Fill it up with water, start it, telltales out, open the breather. Fuel tank's on the top, it's got a litre. It lasts just over an hour, depends on how you're driving. If you're going super fast, probably not so much. About an hour is reasonable per litre of fuel. So, you know, if you've got a 5 litre fuel jerry with you, you can do 5 hours worth of driving, which is a lot in a little boat, even in a big boat. So the next size up, you can also use earmuffs, which hook onto the bottom here, but this one doesn't have that. It's too small for the earmuffs, it doesn't work. So you've got to put it in a bucket of water or body of water, whatever. If you're in salt water, you definitely want to clean it out each time. It's definitely much better for it. But yeah, it's been really good. Oh, and then the trolley here, I got that from Mr. Boat as well, and that was about $80, $79.99 from Mr. Boat at the moment. And that's really good. It's a nice small one, it's not too bulky, but it does keep your motor secure in that when you're not using it. Yeah, and it's easier to clean it out too with a little trolley. They come in flat pack and you just put them together. It's not very hard, it's pretty easy. And I just let my ropes and stuff dry off it when I'm in between. So, dry my boat at the moment. I'll show you how that works afterwards. Oh, and when I'm cleaning it, turn the fuel on, start her up, and turn it off. And then once it runs out of fuel, then it's clean, which is a couple of minutes. No more than 5. I've never actually timed it, but it's not too long. But it's enough to you just want to flush the fresh water through it. Doesn't have to be super long. So this is all my opinion on most of this and how I run it. There might be better ways of doing it, but this works for me. Feel free to put your own 2 bits in, but yeah, this is what works for me. Safety equipment, all that. Just length of your boat varies on so like if it needs to be registered and stuff like that, and size of the motor too. I think it's 5 horse. Anything that gets up on a plane, you need a license. And I'm not sure if you need to register, but check that out through Service New South Wales. Whitworth has got a little handy handbook that has all the rules and stuff like that. It's definitely worth having a look at, just so you understand the road rules. It's just like in a car, if you know what you're doing. Everyone's doing the same thing, no one gets hurt, hopefully. Yeah, so we'll go to putting that down and packing it up and show you what it's like. Okay, so the way I like to do it, bow the boat on the bag like that, so when I fold it up, it's already on there, and I just do it up. Do a little time lapse here for you to make it. Okay, and that's it. So, just to, with the pump, if you ask anyone, like at the shop and that, they'll say don't use them, and you know, you can over pump them and you'll stuff your boat. Other option is you can pump it up with the electric one and finish off with the foot pump that comes with it. They're normally designed to pop off if they get too much. But yeah, just be careful how much you do. Once you've learnt how much works for your boat, you can just set it for that, but you don't want to leave it without keeping an eye on it. You want to keep a close eye on it. Anyway, have fun out on the water.